It's your boy, the Boxingologist, home of true knowledge. We're going live, man. We do it live, man. We do it live. We do it live, baby. Right now, just want to just do a little recap of the events that transpired over the weekend. Told everybody, anybody that would listen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that high on Peterson, but at the same time, I do think Peterson is a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think he will give top opposition great fights and give you a gauge on where they at and where they rate themselves among the rest of the or whatever else is in the pool. But I'm telling you, man, Spence, he's on a different level, man. I mean, I think Spence is a true slugger with the jab. He's a true slugger with the jab, man. I mean, I think he needs to sharpen up on his defense. But I mean, he pummeled Lamont Peterson, man. He pummeled Lamont Peterson. He pummeled Lamont Peterson to a degree of where it kind of puts you in shock and awe, if you understand what I'm saying. I mean, he destroyed the dude, man. I don't even think, and it's kind of fucked up that, people know what's going on when it comes to Earl Spence. People understand how dangerous it is when it comes to fighting Earl Spence, that you can't even, bet on the dude no more. I mean, even before he won his first title, when he was about to get in the ring against Kell Brook, he was a minus 230. And if anybody doesn't know what that means that you have to spend, you have to spend $230. You have to bet $230 just to make $100 on Earl Spence. In the Kell Brook fight, before he even had a title, he was like a minus 1,000 or something crazy, man, when he fought Lamont Peterson. And it seems like unless he fights maybe a Terrence Crawford, or unless he fights maybe a Keith Thurman, I don't know, it may, what I'm saying, we always gonna get very bad betting odds when it comes to Earl Spence, because I mean, let's just be quite frankly, he's just that good, man. He's just that good, and a lot of people is trying to say, I mean, because I'm gonna be honest, man, I remember I was recognizing Spence's, tenacity a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people really didn't start paying attention to the guy until Floyd Mayweather, said, hey, fight Keith Thurman and just that and the third on my undercard, and boss it this, boss it that, and he gave Floyd a black eye, and everybody, paying attention to the dude. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, it's just like, with me, anybody that want to say, well, I just started paying attention to him because of that. Well, obviously, because Floyd said so, with me, that's not true, because at the end of the day, Floyd said pay attention to Jalen Love. He said pay attention to Bottle Jack. He said pay attention to Gervonta Davis. And I don't even like none of those guys, to be honest with you. I don't like none of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't like none of them. But Spence, the dude, I mean, he the truth, man. I don't understand. You can't be denied, man. He's ready to fight anybody and everybody right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now. You got people that's saying they're willing to fight Spence, but they ain't willing to fight Spence right here, right now. I've never seen a champion where he's actually giving you a title. He's saying, here, whoever want my title, come get it. Whoever want it, call Al Heyman. If you saw some holes in my game, call Al Heyman. A lot of people was trying to say that, Spence, Spence, he got problems with, he got problems with, he don't want to fight, Terrence Crawford. But he just made a post, offering all challenges, taking on all comers. You know what I'm saying? He said if anybody want it, give Al Heyman a call. So if anybody that want to say, oh, well, he shined away from a Terrence Crawford, okay, well, then you post a video and tell Terrence Crawford, after he dispatches of Jeff Horn, to give Al Heyman a call. And we can get this going, because, I mean, I'm not no fickle fan, man. You know, I want to see, you know, him fight the best. You know what I mean? I want to see him fight the best. I want to see him fight, you still keep boring me like this time. Yeah, man. You know, Capadonna, silly. But, you know, he's just like, you know, give him a call, man. You know what I'm saying? Give him a call, and we're going to see what it is, man. And I think, you know, he's doing it the way that we expected Keith Thurman to do. I'm gonna be honest with you. See, the problem is, we all expected Keith Thurman to get the belts and be ready and willing to take on all challenges any given time. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who it is. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. He's ready to take on all comers. That's Keith Thurman for you. You know what I mean? That's what he said he was going to do, and we believed him. And the problem why everybody is acting, you know, like they don't like him is because they just think he's backtracking on, you know, the situation. They just think he's backtracking on the situation. You know, and I admit, man, like when I first heard him talk about, you know, fighting Spence in 2018, I mean, or 2019 and all that shit, like, I mean, that it looked like some bullshit to me. You know, that's some bullshit. And y'all in the same weight class. How is everybody else an available option for you in 2018 except one fighter? That don't even make sense to me. He'll even fight. He even talk about going to fight in Australia, Jeff Horn. Like, I mean, I don't understand that. But my whole thing is this, man. Even Mikey Garcia, you know, who got hella heart, and I think he's serious when he say he want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he ain't trying to get that work right now neither. A lot of people is not trying to get that work right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. People, we want to see it right now. We're the consumers. Hey, what's up, 78? What's up with you, baby? You know what I'm saying? We the consumers of this shit. And my whole thing is this, man, when it comes to this whole Keith Thurman, Spence shit, and what's really going to expose or validate Keith Thurman is if Keith Thurman does this, because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, a lot of fans that was fans of Keith Thurman, a lot of people that's fans of Earl Spence feel like Keith Thurman is ducking. But people got to understand, you know, what's really going to expose Keith Thurman or validate him is if, you know, just like I was telling Wood yesterday, somebody needs to do the due diligence of calling or trying to contact the WBC and just asking them straight up and down, hey, listen, if Keith Thurman, because Keith Thurman's whole main excuse for not fighting Spence this year, we all know, is Deshaun Porter mandatory, okay? Deshaun Porter mandatory. Deshaun Porter is a silver WBC titleist, okay? Now, the last time that I recall us having a silver WBC titleist is when we had Robert Guerrero. Now, when Robert Guerrero was a WBC silver titleist, if you recall, Floyd Mayweather fulfilled his mandatory and fought Robert Guerrero. Now, up until that point and after that point, Floyd never fulfilled another mandatory by being with the WBC, and he never fulfilled one in the junior middleweight division either. So the unknown of this whole situation is, will the WBC allow Keith Thurman to unify? Because in other sanctioning bodies, unification takes precedence over a mandatory. It's like that in the WBO. When you're the super champion of the WBA, you don't have to fulfill any mandatory. But I also believe when you're the regular champion, I think you can unify. I think that takes precedence over fulfilling your mandatory. You know what I'm saying? So the big question is, and like I was talking to my partners yesterday, is if the WBC comes out and makes a public statement, because that's all we need to find out what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? If the WBC comes out and makes a public statement and says Porter or Keith Thurman does not, if Keith Thurman opts to unify the belts, he does not have to face Porter next, and we will allow him to unify. Now, if they come out and say that, and Keith Thurman still says, oh, I want to fight Porter, or I want to do something different and not fight Spence, then we all can say with a clear conscience, he's ducking. There is no debate about it. It is what it is. he don't want to fight. And he just exposed himself, he don't want to fight. Now, if he come out and say, oh, okay, well, shoot, I thought it was the other way around, I'm going to go ahead and take the fight, then we all was bamboozled, hoodwinked. We was all wrong about him. You know what I'm saying? But he got to come out and say that shit. You know what I mean? I know Porter ain't going to move off the Mando spot, but at the same time, you know, it's another mandatory that's about to be in place too. It's Danny Garcia. So he could come out and be like, well, I'm the mandatory. Then what? You know what I'm saying? So then you're going to have two guys that's claiming they the mandatory. And the WBC might say, you know what? Well, fuck it. Okay, well, we did this eliminator. You fought an eliminator. You fought an eliminator. Okay, so you guys have to fight to get a guaranteed shot at Keith Thurman next. Put it in the contract. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that can happen. I hope that happens. Or to get a shot at the WBC. And I hope that happens in that fashion. That way we can get the damn, you know what I'm saying, the fight. Mr. W already said they will not get in the way of unifications. Uh-oh, hold on. What? Hold on. Wait a minute. 78 dropping gems. Hold on, wait a minute. The WBC already said they will not get in the way of unifications. Keith can fight Earl when he wants. Now, okay. Now you gotta cite your sword, because that's a hell of a statement, 78. That's a hell of a, that's where you from, you know. I like to, you know, where you, you know what I'm saying, because that's a telltale statement. Let me see, is it working? Okay, we live, we back. All right, now, okay, from man, you got to give me the source on that one, 78. It's a bad connection where I'm at, man, but I'm trying to, you know, do a little shit before, you know. But yeah, man, we gotta figure that shit out, man. We gotta get to the bottom of that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cite your source on that, 78, man. Let me know where you heard that from, bro, because that's a major, you know what I'm saying, exposure of Keith Thurman, if that's true what you're saying, man. So, you know, let me know. We'll talk private or something. You know what I'm saying? Let me know where you heard that from. But man, you know, I just want to say, I don't know, hopefully y'all can hear me. Can you hear me clear? If you can hear me clear, just say something. Can you hear me clear? But you know, I just want to say, man, I mean, I find it's kind of crazy, man, that nobody from 147. Oh, you can hear me? Okay. Yeah, man. Hey, let me know what a source is on that, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I think, like I said, man, I think at the end of you know, 2018, like I said a year ago, we're gonna have a clear-cut picture on whose the man is at 147, man. That's the big question, man. Is it gonna be Spence? Is it gonna be okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I want to see that, man. But yeah, is it gonna be Spence? Is it gonna be Crawford? Is it gonna be Thurman? You know, we don't know. You know, all them guys, you know, got the skills to be that top guy, man. They all got the skills to be that top dude, man. It's just a question of who, when, and where, and why, you know. So man, I'm looking forward to this year, man. I told people that don't know. I told it just been a report just came out, you know, last night I seen. But before, it was funny is before the report came out, I just told Boxing Talk 8576 what probably was gonna happen after Earl Spence demolished Lamont Peterson. And so all right, I got you, Zone. And so basically Carlos Ocampo, who's ranked number 3 in the IBF, you know what I'm saying, is mandated to fight Earl Spence next. Now he might pull a Constantine and pull out, but I highly doubt it. I mean, he's Mexican. He's only ever fought in Mexico. It's little known about him. We know he's undefeated. He's never fought on American soil. You know what I'm saying? He probably don't speak no English, but you know, he might be a dog. Who knows? But I'm sure he's not going to pull out because, I mean, hell, he didn't work his way up to the IBF, you know what I'm saying, to get this shot at Earl Spence. So I don't see why the hell he'll pull out. That'll just be dumb. Like, why are you even in the you know, the rankings if you're not trying to fight him? And that's another thing, man. Fucking Constantine Podomarev, he need to get the fuck out the rankings, man, because he seemed like he don't want to fight nobody. Just straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand him at all. Like, why are you even in the rankings if you don't want to fight the champ? Or you just don't want to fight Spence? You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's a big question, man. But I mean, it was a good showing, man. I think Fortuna, man, on the undercard, man, I think Fortuna won that fight, man. I think he just did more work. He landed cleaner punches. I mean, he was sharper. You know what I mean? I think the point deduction was a little premature. I didn't see no warning for hitting behind the head. I saw them give him warnings for holding behind the head, but I didn't see any warnings for hitting behind the head. But he did give him warnings for holding behind the head. So, you know, that's kind of weird that they just would go ahead and just take a point like that, you know what I'm saying, without really giving him the proper warnings, you know, of potentially taking a point. So, you know, that's kind of fucked up, but you know, it's Robert Easter Jr., man. What can you say? I don't think he's going to last as a champion at all too much longer. So, you know, but yeah, man. But I mean, Spence, man. I mean, what can you say, man? He's the truth, man. He's the truth. I don't see nobody beating him at 147. The only person that I would say right now has a chance is Terrence Crawford, because just stylistically, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we need to see how he accommodates the weight at 147. So that remains to be seen. But I'm gonna tell you, man, if he can't get past Spence is going to have a long reign, potentially dominating at 147, especially if he doesn't decide to move up, or if he decides to because he said he's willing to take time. So I mean, you know, he potentially do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he might not, you know, but you know, Spence, he definitely said he might fight for titles in both weight classes. But it's a dude, man. I'm telling you, this dude named what's that dude's name? Josh Kelly, man. Like, I can't, you know, the dude got skills, man. Olympic. I don't know if he was a gold medalist, but I know he fought in the Olympics. He may have been a gold medalist in the Olympics. But he's an up-and-coming welterweight, man. White boy, man. I think he's from Ireland or something. The dude got hands, man. He got hands. And if you if anybody is familiar with Errol Spence's run at in the Olympics, he lost to a dude with real fast hands that was very active. You know what I'm saying? With his hands and shit. Now, I would have said a long time ago that Khan would give Spence some trouble in the pros, because he kind of fought like the dude that beat him in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about Khan is, man, Spence don't stop coming, and all he got to do is blow Khan on the chin, man. He going to sleep. So I don't know about that fight no more. But the dude Josh Kelly, man, you know, as he polishes himself, man, we're gonna see what he end up doing, man. But he looked like the goods to me. He looked like he can fight, man. He looked like he gonna whoop some ass. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see what's up with him, man. And you know, I don't hear nobody doing videos about him. I'm probably gonna start, man. But like I said, I don't hear nobody doing videos about Josh Kelly. And Josh Kelly got hands, man. So y'all sleep on him, man. Y'all probably should look him up, check him out. You know what I'm saying? Give y'all take on the boy, man. But he looked very promising, man. Looks very promising. You know, so but yeah, man, that's all I got right now, man. Yeah, Kelly Cole, man. I'm telling people, sleep on Kelly, man. I don't understand. I don't see no videos about him at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start doing videos about the dude. But you know, he might be the great white hope. Your escape route, man. My escape route. If that's the case, my escape route was Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd Mayweather retired undefeated. Last time I checked, Timothy Bradley, Hall of Famer. Last time I checked, well, he gonna be a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Only ever lost to one person, and the only person he lost to, he beat him too. You know what I'm saying? But Errol Spence is the goods. Errol Spence is going to take over. This is what I predict. I predict Errol Spence to take over 147. If somebody has a chance of taking over 147 after him, it'll probably be Josh Kelly. But it damn sure ain't gonna be Thurman. Thurman's just buying time right now, you know, holding on to the 2 belts. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. If he fights Spence, man, we gonna see how people start acting, man, when Spence get them 3 titles, man. I'm very curious to see how Danny Garcia bitch ass gonna act when he got 3 titles and they asked him to fight Errol Spence. So, you know. But I mean, you know, stop hating on the boy, Zone, man. I know you like Thurman. I know he talked the talk. He just couldn't walk all the walk. He walked some of the walk, but he couldn't walk all the walk. You know. Now Crawford remain to be seen. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you, man. Spence is proving it, dog. Any opponent. I'm trying to think of Anybody he's fought, who has done a better job than him fighting them? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. After Durham beat that ass, you would say, I've been on Kelly. I mean, I'm on Kelly right now, and ain't nobody else on Kelly. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Kelly right now, but I'm on Spence right now, too. And I'm telling you, Spence is probably going to stop Keith. At first, I was like, he's going to be a tough decision. He might stop Keith Thurman, bro. I hate to say that, but I'm going to be there at the fight. I hope we all there at the fight. You know what I'm saying? He might stop him, dude. You know? Okay, if you want to say Lamont's trash, you know, it's a controversial fight with Danny Garcia. So if Lamont's trash and some people think he beat Danny Garcia, then Garcia definitely got to be trash. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is, man. But you got to leave the hate alone, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to leave the hate alone. You know? Yeah, Danny won, but Danny won by the skin of his teeth. He won by the skin of his teeth. Like, he barely won. He just like, it wasn't like he just dominated the nigga. He barely won. Because Lamont Peterson is a slow starter. The thing about it is, you can't be no slow starter getting that ring with Spence. You can't be no slow starter. You know what I'm saying? But, no, it is what it is. Now, I ain't hating on Danny, man. I'm just speaking the truth, man. I mean, he's a cornball. You know, I don't see him calling out no top dogs. As a matter of fact, I don't see him calling out anybody except the dude he lost to, and he's only calling him out because he's butthurt that he lost to him. Let's just keep it honest. You know what I'm saying? They want that WBC belt for some kind of leverage, you know what I'm saying? And they gonna just pick and choose who they fighting, man. The dude, Danny Garcia's fought trash opponents. If you want to say Lamont Peterson is trash, then okay, that's one opponent that Danny Garcia fought. He's a trash opponent. He's about to fight another trash opponent in Brandon Rios. He's a trash opponent. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting trash opponents. Rod Salka was a trash opponent. You know what I mean? Samuel Vargas is a trash opponent. That's a trash. I'm talking about this last 6 fights. The curious case of Danny Garcia. And I'm going to tell you another fun fact about Danny Garcia. Niggas don't want to deal with. Danny Garcia has only ever fought one undefeated fighter. That's Keith Thurman. He's lost to that. He's never beat an undefeated fighter. He's never fought a fighter that just had one loss. You know what I'm saying? One loss. He's never fought a fighter that had everybody he's ever fought got at least 2 or more losses on their resume. Or they was coming off a loss, or they just had a loss like in a year or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not that good, bro. I don't like no Samuel Vargas. I like Jesse Vargas, but Samuel Vargas is garbage. He's trash. Jesse Vargas would beat Danny Garcia, hands down. Sean Porter would beat Garcia, hands down. Spence would kill Garcia. Pacquiao probably would kill Garcia, man. I don't know. I need to see him in there with Jeff Horn, man. Shit, Jeff Horn might get him, dog. I liked Jesse Vargas, not Samuel Vargas. Garcia never fought no Jesse Vargas. He want to fuck with Jesse Vargas when Jesse Vargas was in the damn 140. So I mean, what? You know what I'm saying? I don't hate the player, man. I hate the game, dog. But you know, I like Spence. Now, what you got to say about Spence? I'm gonna tell you something. As far as Jesse beating Keith, man, if Keith go in that fight and he got elbow problems or he's not 100%, he loses to Jesse Vargas. And that's just going to fuck up everything. You know, a super fight with Earl Spence, a super fight with Crawford, everything. But if he goes in there 100%, he'll get Jesse Vargas out of there. You know what I'm saying? He'll get Jesse Vargas out of there. But if he goes in there with Keith, man, and Keith's hurting, you know, Jesse fucking around to beat him. But if he goes in there with him, you know, I mean, shit, if he's 100%, man, I don't think he's gonna stop no Jesse Vargas, but he'll beat him. You know what I mean? But if he gonna fight Jesse Vargas, I think he's 100% anyway. You claim Vargas on Spence's resume. No, I didn't, actually. You know, when I found out that Danny Garcia was fighting him, you know, my question was the same question Earl Spence had. Why are you fighting a guy that I knocked out, but you said I need to prove myself, meaning I'm unproven. So if I'm unproven, why I ain't a tune-up for you? You know what I mean? It's just the bullshit, man. It's politics, you know? Shit. He ain't trying to fucking go there with dude, man. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he stopped Spence and Carver. Zoe, you just be talking shit, man. Shut up. Zoe be talking shit, dog. I don't even think you believe that. I can't even say with a clear conscience that Spence stops Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He stopped Thurman though. You know. I don't know if he'll stop Porter, but it'll hurt Porter, you know. But I mean, Zone 6 is a fucking hater. He just hate on people he don't like. I mean, Zone hates on people that's a threat to his guys that he like. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to tell you, if Spence was in a completely different weight class, if Spence was at middleweight doing this shit, Zone will love Spence. You know what I'm saying? If Spence was at 154 doing this shit, he'll love Spence. You know what I mean? Or super middleweight or whatever the fuck. Yeah, he dominating and doing what he's doing. He'll love that shit. But the thing about it is, he's doing and saying the same stuff that Zone took a liking to that Keith Thurman was saying. So now you got somebody in the same weight class that Keith Thurman is in saying all the same shit that Keith Thurman was saying when he was hungry. You know what I mean? And Keith Thurman don't want no smoke with this guy. It appears so, right? So now Zone don't like that. You know what I mean? Zone don't like a threat to his opponent. I get it, shit, but instead of saying, man, I wish Thurman would come out and say, I'm gonna bust his ass too. Come out again and say, I'm gonna bust your bubble. I ain't never even heard him say I'm gonna bust his bubble, but I guess he did say it at some point because Spence had repeated it or whatever. But let's see him come out and say that shit again. Like I said, man, if Thurman would have said, you know what? I know I got some shit to take care of, but I'm going to whoop Spence ass eventually. I don't know why. What's the big hype? I'm going to whoop your ass. So just ride your wave while you got a wave. Because as soon as you get in the ring with me, it's over. Talk that shit, man. You better not duck me, son, when I make the call. Talk that shit. You talk that shit with Paulie Malignaggi. You was talking that shit with him. You coming to his press conference and saying, look, man, I want to bust your ass. You know what I mean? But when you sitting on the podium with Spence, and he get to talking like, nigga, I want to fight you as bad as I want to breathe. You start putting your head down and you talking about when you got married and shit. Motherfuckers ain't trying to hear that. Niggas want to say, you want to fight me as bad as you want to breathe, nigga? Well, you probably gonna suffocate, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Say something. Shit. Like, hey. I mean, we want to hear you talk that shit, man. Give us something to give us a buzz, man. Fans like that shit. You know what I mean? Fans like that. You know what I mean? And I mean, shit, like, if I was Thurman, I'd be like, look, man, you look sweet. You look feminine as fuck. I'm going to knock you the fuck out. It's one time, all the time, and you can get it any time. Say something, shit. You know what I mean? Like, but he's not doing that, so niggas got issues with that. You know what I mean? Hey, you been bamboozled, 78. Hoodwinked. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just, everybody was, But, I mean, and like I said, at the same time, Spence could be on the same shit. Who the fuck knows? He might get them 2 belts and be on the same exact shit that Thurman's on right now, with another motherfucker that looks dangerous coming up. That might be like 6'3", one like a Paul Williams type motherfucker coming in, knocking everybody out, and he looked like he reluctant to fight him. Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. The difference between me and Thurman fans is if Spence was in Thurman's position right now, and he was saying the shit that Thurman is saying, like, oh, man, I ain't fighting him until 2019. I ain't even thinking about the fight. I'm be like, man, what the fuck? Nigga, like, what are you talking about, man? You got to prove that you can beat any of these dudes. You got to prove, I don't give a fuck who it is. Nigga, everybody is getting their ass whooped. They all bums. I whoop all of them. That's what Ali said. Shit. He said, who you want to fight next, Ali? He said, I don't give a damn. I whoop all of them. They all bums. But Thurman ain't talking like that, man. He ain't talking like that. And now, to be honest with you, when Floyd Mayweather said, hey, Thurman, fight Spence on my undercard and I'll let you fight me. When he was talking that shit and Thurman got to talk about 10 million and all that extra shit he was talking, I believe now I'm under the impression back then he knew what he was getting into if he would have fought Spence back then. You know what I'm saying? And that would have just stopped his whole boat. So now, when you fast forward to today, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing, bro. I think he knew back then that Spence is a motherfucking problem. I know it. The public doesn't know it yet, but I know he's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So because I know he's a problem, and Floyd knows he's a problem, and Floyd trying to get me beat by the nigga so he won't have to fight me if that's the situation, then I ain't taking that fight. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So, I mean, you know, what the fuck your name's on? Shit. Oh, shit. Thurman going to die to win a fight. He got to be willing to die. He got to be willing to die to win any fight. Shit, these guys, I respect any guy that lace him up because you got to be willing to die to get in that ring, man. Straight up. Shit, let me see. Thurman come out on top of this ship by beating Spence off. Ever had 147 ounces. I mean, I don't know about all that 7 years. I mean, if he come out, man, it was great wins, man. But you got to remember, bro, we got Trinidad that was doing work, man, at, you know what I'm saying, 147, man. Fought some dogs at 147, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some true dogs. You know what I mean? You got I mean, shit, Floyd Mayweather didn't touch every major title and a lot of minor titles at 147, man. You know what I'm saying? And dominated everybody he fought. You know, so I mean, it's a tough test, man, you know, but I mean, hell, you know, who am I to say yay or nay? You've been hating on Thurman since AB. I'm not hating on no Thurman, bro. I want Thurman to fight. I want to see him fight. See, this is the thing about me. What makes me, and I don't even know if it's hate. I think it's just criticizing. Because I don't like Thurman. I just want Thurman to fight. Because if I didn't like the nigga, I'd be like, I don't even want to see the nigga fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to see the nigga fight. He ain't shit. He ain't good. He never was good. I ain't never said that about Thurman. You know what I'm saying? I'm criticizing Thurman based on what Thurman promised the public. See, Thurman said, I'm going to bring this shit back to the way it's supposed to be. The best fighter will get the shot. That's what he said, bro. He said, I ain't going to be doing all this shit that they doing to me because I don't like how it feels. All this shit that Pacquiao and Floyd is doing to me don't feel good to me. You know what I'm saying? So the best fighter will get the shot. You know what I'm saying? That's what he promised us. That's why everybody fell in love with Keith Thurman. Because he said that and we believed him. You know what I'm saying? But right now, the problem is that once he gets the fucking belts, once he gets everything in his, you know what I'm saying, on his side, then now at this point, oh, well, you know, I want to do this. I might want to do that. I might go over to Australia and if the money's right and I'm, you know, I mean, I'll fight anybody. Anybody can get it. Tell them to make the call. I'm going to run through anybody. And I love that shit because if I was a fucking professional boxer, I'm going to have the same mentality. At my size, 147 pounds, can't nobody fuck with me. If you think you can fuck with me, make the call and we can get it in. It don't matter who it is, where it's at, or whatever. That's the mentality that Spence has. Thurman ain't got that mentality. Spence is, if they call up Spence right now and say, Spence, in 2 months, we want you to fight Thurman, he gonna say okay. Guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? Your boy don't operate like that, man. That's the problem. He's not operating like that. Now, we hope after Spence get these titles off him that Spence is going to continue to operate like that, but we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't fucking know. So, I hope so, but shit, he might flip us too. I don't hate, man. I like Thurman, bro. I like fighters when they doing the right thing. When you doing the right thing and you trying to fight the best opposition, you making it known that you trying to fight the best opposition, I like you. I don't give a fuck who you is. You know what I'm saying? I like Danny Garcia for taking the Thurman fight. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But, I mean, at the same time, though, you know, the nigga, shit. You see what he trying to do now? He don't want to fight nobody in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to fight nobody. You know what I mean? Shit. You mad because Bradley got exposed by Thurman. Thurman beat Bradley? I didn't know that. Thurman beat Bradley? I didn't know that. That's news to me. He got exposed, you know, Obama. Say that, you fucking stupid, dog. But yeah, man, look, man. I just want to see the best, man. As a real, if you're not a real fight fan if you don't want to see the very best fight the very best. And if you don't think that the very best should be calling out and advocating to fight the very best, then you have a serious issue. You need to take your ass over there to kickboxing or fucking point fighting or some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck you trying to see. Like, if this motherfucker's out here in the sport and you just want to see your fighter just rack up wins and never get beat or never challenge himself or test himself, then, I mean, you might be in the wrong sport, man. And that's just anybody. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the best fight the fucking best. I'm not financially invested. Well, actually, I am financially invested when a good fight is made. But at the same time, I'm not financially invested in no fighter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not financially, I'm not emotionally invested in no fighter. Shit. You know, you gonna fight, you don't. If you don't fight, then I'm gonna have something to say about you. If you trying to do some bullshit, I'm gonna have something to say about you. I don't give a damn how you feel about it. I don't give a damn what nobody say about it. The best should be fighting the best. Ain't no ins, outs, doubts about it, man. Fight the fucking best. Period. If you the champ, fight champions. If there are other champions, there are no other champions, fight the top opposition. Fight the number one contenders. If you the only champion. That's what guys need to do, man. You gotta see the nigga sooner or later. Especially, it don't make sense to me if a guy like Spence, who's getting better and better and better as he steps up in opposition, he's getting better and better. You should have caught the nigga when he was 14-0. Now you got to catch the nigga when he about 30-0 with fucking, more tools in the toolbox. That's gonna be a bad look. Never have you, when you see guys step up in opposition. Let me paint a picture for y'all real quick. When you look at Triple G knocking out everybody, got this big ass knockout streak. When he started stepping up in opposition, the knockouts stopped. When he got in there with Danny Jacobs, no knockout. When he got in there with Canelo, no knockout. The knockouts stop when you step up. When Thurman got in there with Robert Guerrero, no knockout. When he got in there with Danny Garcia, no knockout. When he got in there with Sean Porter, no knockout. When you step up, the knockout stop. Now look at Spence. When he got in there with Kell Brook, stops him. Algieri stops him. Lamont Peterson stops him. You know what I'm saying? He keep just stopping motherfuckers, man. And he probably gonna keep stopping motherfuckers. Who else is doing that? Who else? Terrence Crawford? Sometimes. He stopped the African, but he didn't stop Postal. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a sometime dude, but Spence is Pac is the best. What? Man, be quiet. Man, look, I gotta get this money. I gotta get off here. But we can have a conversation on the phone, whatever, man. But Spence is the truth, man. Spence, I've been saying this. Spence will reign supreme by 2019. By the end of 2019, we're gonna revisit this video. Spence is gonna be on top of the motherfucking world. The only person that could potentially upset that is Terrence Crawford. It ain't Thurman. It ain't Porter. It ain't Garcia. It ain't Pacquiao. It ain't nobody else. That's the super fight. You know what I'm saying? But anybody else to get in the ring with Spence is going to get pummeled and stopped. Guarantee you. Mark my words, bro. You heard it here. It's your boy, the Boxingologist. You know what I'm saying? You got 100 on Crawford. All right, I got 100 on Spence. We're going to be sitting side by side when that fight happen, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Just be ready for that. Oh, man, that's his own, man. But, man, hey, man. About to get out of here. See how I stop this shit. I don't even know how to stop this shit. That's how bad I am with this shit. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, man, it's over. Holla at your boy.